Damn, that was fucking fast. People coming in. Jesus Christ. I'm still not used to that. He's sitting in the black and white. Yo. It is cold. It is very cold. Actually, not very cold, but it's cold enough. All right. Let's get some music on. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna put probably like a timer on for 20 minutes just because I don't want to use my energy like all on one person. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to also do free readings, which I never really get to do no more, but just because we get filled up, and then I keep running my motherfucking mouth. But like I said, I'm gonna say maximum 20 minutes. Try to get the full everything out within the 15, and then 5 minutes will kind of muck up what is either misunderstood or not direct enough. So hopefully that works. If not, then it is what it is, like I said. But it's because some people got more serious things going on than others. Let's be real. Some people trying to sit back and sip on the scissor type shit, and other people is like, I got a life to live here. So we'll see what pops up. But 20 minutes, y'all. 20 minutes per full reading. And then with the generals, I'm going to keep it real short and sweet. If you're looking for a fucking general, it's going to be like 5 minutes. Come on now. Like, we got to spread the sugar around this time around. Free people, it is what it is. But yeah, I will put timers on for the full readings. Generals is kind of like, if it's interesting, we'll keep going. If not, mm, I do like new people though. So y'all know anybody, send them through. I gave you an update on Discord. I'll read it later after we get done with the reading. Because you give the best messages. I want. See, that's the thing. I want to give the best messages to everybody, right? And I want to give, like, because 99% of the time, let's be real, the free people get left out because I spent all my shit up. Because my ADHD tells me to go in. So it can be like very taxing just to focus on the same people too, and that's not y'all's fault. That's more my fault. because investing so much energy into the same people just kind of takes the wind out of you. It's similar in personal life. If you are an empath or a psychic, then you know what I mean by that. It's like that's why you don't get close to people. That shit takes a lot. And I'm not one of those people who like. I don't like to condense my readings at all. I don't like to condense them. Usually, I like to like do the full motherfucking thing. Even if it is like a question, I like to do the full thing. But like I said, like I want people to come through. I want new people to come through. New people, new clients, new money, new energy, which we all need. Cause then I could get new perspectives on different things just by reading another person. I'll have to do also TikTok readings eventually here. If y'all don't follow me on TikTok already, then follow me on TikTok. Cause um, I'm gonna start doing readings over there eventually. Like I'm at the point where I could. It's just that I haven't really started much over there yet. I don't know what type of peoples is over there. I don't know what type of money's over there. I don't know what's going on over there. That's why I haven't even started that process yet. But I haven't had my first live over there yet. So if y'all interested or like TikTok, then follow me on TikTok. And you will see me live over there eventually. And those readings should be fucking interesting because I know people get mad trolls up in that bitch. I don't watch much tarot talk on there, but I know motherfuckers on there be wild as shit. I know people over there be wild as fuck. Like, I can't even stand in there for like 5 minutes when I'm seeing some people post that shit. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Is your TikTok handle the same? I think it's just a culture eggs. Let me go. Yeah, I think it's a culture eggs. It should be. I think it's. Did I also put it in the description? I believe I put it in the description too. But TikTok has some interesting characters for sure. Okay, we yeah, it's a culture at a culture is yeah. And I put that all together. So the fuck, my shit is glitching for a second. Some people put weird ass messages up there. Yeah, I realize that too. And I will just say I don't necessarily believe it's end of times or zombie. I don't listen. I don't watch none of that shit. But with tarot particularly, I don't necessarily believe that some of the readers are like genuine. Sometimes they just talk about themselves. I'm like sitting there. I'm like, dude, is this your therapy session? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is this your shit? Like, are people supposed to like get a reading from you? This is why I don't fucking get readings from other people. I don't trust people like that. I'm like, dude, is this your session? Like, you projecting all your fucking boo things and you know all that on people. Your ex husband and your ex wifey and shit. Like, okay, like is that gonna help people in some type of way? Like you projecting all that extra shit? Cause that's crazy. It's very peculiar. It's very different for sure. The energy is so different. It's fast paced. I want to try that eventually. Like I said, maybe I'll try it in the upcoming days. Maybe I'll try it for Halloween. Cause y'all already know. Y'all already know. Maybe I'll do that for Halloween night. Oh my God, it's gonna be so crazy, y'all. But anyways, um, shall we begin with Malibu? I want to try out some decks I haven't been using very often. I do have also my Oracle cards. If the stream keeps dropping in frame, like I keep seeing it talk about smooth streaming, so I apologize about that, but you should be able to hear me still. We'll check and see if everything's good as the stream goes on, because I know sometimes it freezes. I want to use one of these. Let's see. Let's pick the Black Bean Panther deck. It's one of my favorites. I just posted a Taurus video, I'm pretty sure, too, didn't I? Okay. It should have went up. See if it loaded. Yeah, it did. Let me set that. Okay. I sent my donation on PayPal whenever you get the chance. Check. I did see your donation. So let's shuffle and see what's going on with Malibu. I don't like Taurus. Well, Taurus, man. Well, you talking to someone who literally has Taurus and too many placements, so it must be a reason, right? You know, must be a reason. We must be saying something, doing something. Just saying. Okay, Judgment in the upright. Yep. My mistakes. Give me 1 second while I change some music, because that's gonna kill the mood. Because I feel like they talk about a lot of killing people, or a lot of murder, or a lot of violence. Kimberly, what's good? Hi, Kelly. So Malibu, they are talking about anger or feeling very, 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 very upset, like to the point of possibly having a mental breakdown. If not a mental breakdown, then definitely a breakdown in communication. Yeah, I feel like someone is like responding like yes sir, no sir, maybe sir type shit. So they're talking about like being complacent or having to be complacent or having to be nice to people is not really, it's not really in your coding right now. You're not really feeling that. They say you're feeling the hermit in reverse. You're feeling Virgo's energy, which is like, you know, walk around with a fucking matchet. So they talk about complacent energy, having to be nice, um, trying to take things as it is what it is. Too much pressure. Oh man, where are we gonna start here? Where do y'all want to start? Where do y'all want to start? Queen of Spades. Four of Cups is not okay. So they talk about a broken family energy. Um, okay, so broken family energy. I think that there's a couple of different things that are happening. I think loneliness is a big thing with you, because even though I think you play the tough and rough and tough it all the time, loneliness kind of sets in for you, especially when you're dealing with it's like maternal instinct, right? When your children are growing away from you, or even y'all, it could be like your maternal instinct. I don't think just carries on with your children. It carries on with like everybody you meet. So when people in general build away from you or start growing away from you, you feel that a lot because you care about people a lot. You wish you didn't, but you do. You wish it wasn't a thing, but like at the end of the day, it's like what makes you who you are is that maternal energy, is that emotional energy, the Venus energy. It's grandmother. They also say it's grandmother energy. It's like granny energy. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, you're not a grandmother, but they be talking about that like wealth of knowledge and that, like you got a little attitude on you. Talk about grandmother energy. High priestess in the reverse. Yeah, there's the killer intent part, Knight of Cups. So wanting to kill or maim a masculine. Wanting to hurt a masculine. Strength the upright. Yeah. Yeah. Really, really, really on edge about this masculine. Knight of Swords. Yeah, you're pretending to be all right with certain things because you know you can't, like, you won't be able to keep up with the rest of your life if you focus on this situation. You just won't. So you need to let go of it. Five mistakes in the upright. You know it's a sacrifice. You know you don't want to do it. You know it's feeling horrible. It's like feeling internally horrible, but you also know like mentally or logically that there's nothing that you can possibly do. You know, at this point, it's like getting old. You know, like my grandmother used to say, it's getting long in the fucking tooth. It's like, come on now. Like, we need to get over this situation. Or not even just get over it. It's like, you need to move past it. Because even if it is still affecting you emotionally, you still got all this physical, material stuff going on right now. Knight of Coins in the reverse. Yeah, you still hurting for some bag, hurting for some coin. Yeah, you're still hurting. Yeah. Feels like this is one of the they said they talk about this being one of the hardest years of your life. Um or maybe in the past like 5 years is one of the hardest years you've ever had. Let's turn on the this. Mm. Okay, so because of your anger and because of your emotional upset right now, like you're so fed up with people. I think also you're kind of forgetting something. They talk about forgetting something. I don't know if it's like they're telling you that there is healthy coping mechanisms or there is something you can do in order to help you like calm down a little bit, but you refuse to do it for whatever reason. So I don't know if this is like meditations or it's like seeing somebody professionally. I don't know if it's like maybe doing something spiritually that you used to do or taking baths or something of that nature. There's something that you literally like. This is something maybe you did on a regular basis. If not, it was something that you at least would remember to do when you would start feeling this like hot headedness, because this hot headedness is like overtaking a lot of your actions right now, and that's what they're saying is dangerous. That part is dangerous. It's not the fact that you're angry that's wrong, because you have every right to be angry, but that's where you start loosening your grip on like actual responsibility because you are so consumed by anger. So you start neglecting things, and it could be as simple as neglecting like your mental health, or that's not simple really, but it's as simple as like neglecting like an appointment, right? That you really needed to be at, and then you end up losing this and losing this, and it's just a bunch of fucking domino effect type shit. Like I just that is the main thing that they focus on with you is just the anger. You're lit, like you're so lit right now, but there's a good side today, you know. At the end of the day, I think you needed to get angry instead in uncomfortable instead of comfortable with certain things, because essentially you know that there's been a plot that's been trying to take you down, like people that's been trying to take you down, the masculine, for example. There's been people trying to put dirt on your name, talk shit, talk about something that they don't even know nothing about. Yeah, trying to create discourse between you and a feminine. Or trying to create discourse between you and whoever your future relationships are as well. Like that's something they bring up too. It's not even just you and your daughter, but also you and your future fucking partners. I feel like this person still hasn't let go of the situation or scenario, they still try to control it. Even if they say like, I've gotten over this shit, I'm done with this shit. King of Cups in the reverse shows that they are not over with this shit. Like, they still feel some type of feeling towards you. They still feel like they own an aspect of you. And that might be even the simple fact that y'all have children together, which is what he feels ownership over. But this is how he's trying to control you. You got attacked at work. I'm sorry to hear that, Kimberly, and I will respond to you after I'm done. But 3 of coins in the upright is not good. It's not good in context of like having this man be like the middleman or the middle ground. It's like maybe he's offering to help you in some type of way, or he has offered to help you, and that's kind of where favors for favors type of energy comes in. It's like, okay, so now that I give you this money, how about you send this way, or like you start doing something different. I don't know what the plot is here for him, if it's to prove something to the court or prove something to somebody, but to me it feels like he's trying to get out scot-free of a financial situation. He doesn't have the money to even, like, I think, take care of his children. To be honest with you, I just don't think he has the money to do that. Like, there's no stability that I pick up with or sense. But I do have the Lover's card, which is like, okay, okay, he can hold a relationship, but he still be thinking about things from the past. Let's be real. Let's be real. They said death in the upright, and they said death twice, by the way. So that makes me think that this is like huge change, huge transformations, very, very large transformation. 3 of stakes in reverse, breaking up a family home. That's the energy. That's the energy. Breaking up a family home. The Emperor. There it is again. There it is again. Jesus. Of course you're mad. Of course you're angry. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with your feelings or your emotions on this. It's just the anger consuming you. It's creating a block between everything that you need to be focused on right now. Let me get out my this shit real quick. I keep talking about Scorpio, water signs. Could be dealing with Scorpio as well. Okay, Malibu. Um, Malibu. Somehow you end up the villain in this situation. Secrets. There are things that you don't know about a situation. There are things that you don't know about the dynamic between your baby dad and your child. There are things that you don't know about that situation. They talk about a power dynamic and how you kind of like you're viewed as like the ruler of the roost, or like the judge or the jury type shit. You're viewed as like a threat. You're viewed as a threat in whatever the dynamic is. That's what they talk about, a threat. Yeah, you said, what are you hiding? Like, what is this? So you're viewed as a threat. And then they also say you're viewed as like the cash cow, or the one who makes more money. So like I said, I don't think he even has money like that. Like, I almost say that the only reason why there's a main reason why he's rekindling this situation or trying to be present now. And a lot of it has to do with the pure fact that he doesn't have the money to go to court like that. He's dealing with situations like that. He said, little old me, yeah, you are the villain. That's how they view you. The dictator is what I meant to say, the dictator. They view you as the emotional dictator. Yeah, so you're a strong woman. You have a very strong personality. So, making a false claim, playing the victim. Okay, so yeah, talking shit behind your back is what I'm gonna say. Where you're, this is gonna be probably the focus for the next 3 months is family dynamic, and the fact that your home is becoming eerily similar to the one that you had to deal with with your growing up. You know, it's broken family. It's broken family. And they talk about baby dad being above the law in some type of way, or that, or, you know, he's able to kind of get out scot free in this situation. That's how you feel, but I don't think you really know the situation. So like I said, there is secrets in the background. There's things in the background that you don't necessarily know that's going on that will all lead back to like having good favor on you. So whatever they're talking about right now, whatever they're doing right now, it just know that if he's bad faith, like trying to sabotage or fuck with your relationship, it's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Okay? That situation is done and over with as far as I'm concerned. You just have to let that play out. And thank you, Kelly. But you have to let that play out. Let that situation play. And let it go. See, they talk about what else we got. Rich, they said rich bitch. Tell me about. I like this song. Going broke. What do we need to do in the work? Yeah, you are getting triggered and traumatized all over the fucking place. Like, how your life end up like this? That's what they be saying. How my life end up like my parents' life, so type shit. Jesus Christ. So, let's see. What's coming up for you? Okay, friends and they talk about friends in high places, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be friends who share your sentiment and are emotionally connected to you and will help you get through this period financially and emotionally. So it's not really friends in high places as much as it is support or love and support. Like people respect you. Um, People love you. They respect you. Even if that's not something you necessarily like, maybe think about all the time. You're like, whatever. Like, I've always done everything for other people, and they never show me no love or show me no this, no show me that, no that. But what I see here is like people pull through for you in some type of way. And that could just be like doing simple basic deeds. Yeah, simple basic deeds. Let's see. Mm-hmm. I want to talk about a love triangle as well. Tell me about money. I didn't mean to tap that microphone. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so paranoia. Um, Paranoia. I know there's paranoia centered around money because of the situation. Not really. It's not as fast as you need it to be. I guess in your mind, even though I see you being able to financially get along, it's just barely. Um, they kind of classify that as like there's time necessary or time needed in order for things to happen for you. And until then, it's kind of like you hold on to the ride, but you don't like that shit. You don't like to be in the unknowing. But there's nothing really that I can see or I can really fucking tell you, to be honest with you. It's kind of fucked up because at the end of the day, every time I pull out the motherfucking cards, they say the same thing. It doesn't change. Nothing changes here, minus the fact that you do have other life aspects picking up for you. Romance is a big thing that's picking up for you. I don't even think you really noticed that, but there is a huge tank that came into to your self-worth where I can see that changing for you. So I don't know if you end up talking to somebody, that's possible, or maybe you even end up trying to like get out of your own mind, because I think that's what's kind of necessary or needed. You do need friends, as they say, and I won't say friends in terms of like, okay, I need a little, I need some bag or whatever. Like, you just need people to talk to, like, legitimately, genuinely. While they might not be genuine people, that's not kind of the thing that matters. What matters is that you are out there and keeping yourself social. The only thing that's going to keep you away from a mental breakdown right now is being able to socialize. Okay? And that's what hurt. That's what fucking sucks about Taurus. Is like, though y'all can perform as introverts, you also rule the fucking throat chakra. So the one thing that is healing is your voice. And the one thing that you need to hear more of is your own voice. Like when you're saying that you're upset, and when you're saying that you're angry, when you're saying that you're bordering depression or everything like that, I don't think you really hear it. I don't think you take it seriously, even out of your own mouth or your own head. So that's why they say you need almost like someone to talk to who's going to mimic back or say back what you're saying to yourself or what you're saying about a certain situation. That's what you need. So you do need people to talk to at the end of the day. Okay? And it don't gotta be no old friends. Like, they talk about romance, like genuinely, like love. And like that's kind of the thing. Like they said, talk about the love triangles. They talk about possibilities with having a couple different people in your rotation. Yeah, okay, so none of these people can fix your situation. But for sure, the coping mechanism needs to be healthier with you. Because you run into all these stops mostly because you get in your own motherfucking head. And then also time is a thing, right? Time is a thing. It's like, yeah, it's tempting. They say the irony is it's tempting to fucking run away from a situation and just start all over from scratch type shit. But right now that's kind of in the zone of what it feels like impossible. Things don't really pop up for you because you're setting yourself so alone. Um, like I said, that's a big part of the anger and the paranoia as well. Is your distrust. You genuinely just can't take it no more. You lost faith in humanity is what it talks about. Yeah, they call humanity roaches. That's what they said. Humanity is a bunch of fucking roaches, a bunch of fucking dickhead. They talk about not being able to see whether people are telling the truth or not to your face. That bothers you a lot. It's like, why can't I get the truth out of these people? Like, why can't they just tell me a straight motherfucking truth? Why is it always a different story? Why does it always switch up? Why does it always change? Like, what is this? What is this? Yeah, they talk about, again, family trauma. So things from the past, things from your childhood are coming up. And this is something that's going to only heal through your experience. So your parents might not have been able to heal. Your family situation might not have been able to heal outside of it, like as far as like siblings and all that. But your family, your situation, baby. Like, I mean, your babies, your children will not. This trauma needs to stop. You know what I mean? The generational trauma is something that needs to end, like on this generation. And that's something that you're going to be fighting for, and that's something that's happened karmically for right now. You're going to be kind of in what do they call it, in limbo, where things feel really 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 low at the moment, but it'll pick up and you'll start realizing and recognizing certain things by talking to people or socializing. You say, oh no, my childhood was bad. It's similarities and means that still affect you to this current. The strongest things are sometimes the most minute things. So I'll give you an example and tell me if this rings true. For example, your parents never recognizing your achievements. No matter how hard you push yourself, no matter how hard you try. Your parents never recognized any of your achievements, never congratulated you, never looked at the fucking report cards, never patted you on the fucking back, They never recognize any motherfucking thing that you did. So as a repercussion of that, intimacy when it came to your parents, fun little kisses and hugs and little family things, never successful. Never successful. So that's an example of something that is very, very, very traumatizing to a young child's soul and carries on into their children because of you're facing the repercussions of the past. Though you try your best to spoil and change that for your children, there's still certain aspects that are missing that you're going to learn or have already kind of learned. Your child feels like they need, and you didn't understand, or you didn't really they weren't able to translate that for you. So as a repercussion, you ended up treating them kind of in not in a similar way, but in a way where they feel similar to how you felt. And you didn't mean to do that, but it's something that's happening. Okay? And it's only something that you're going to learn through your own self-forgiveness and new romance, new love, new intimacy. No, not sexual abuse. No. No, ma'am. There is going to be healing in that category, though, for you. So, romantic relationship and sexual abuse, those two things, especially when it comes to the way you pick your man or your people emotionally and physically, sexual abuse does pair with it. So you need to do some healing, right? And the only way to do that really is by having these conversations, opening it up to someone or several people, talking about your intimacy issues and your problems. Though the comfort level might not be all the way with some people, it's just about being honest and real. Because you're only ever going to hear yourself, because you are very stubborn, if you are saying it to someone else and then someone else repeats it back to you. That, or you're able to kind of like go back on the text, or go back into the conversation in your head and like replay it and be like, was that the right thing to say, or was that the right thing to do? Like, did I handle this the proper way? Like, is it okay if I say this? It's like you need someone to tell you, yes, baby, say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel. So that's what I see, is a lot of the romance actually being the center. A lot of the healing coming from a intimate connection, intimate relationship, intimate even friendship. Okay? All right? That's what's up. Malibu. It's going to be really, really important. I think what's going to happen, and if I'm being honest, and this is just my prediction, is that someone's going to come in and teach you a different style of loving yourself. And I don't know if it's a different style of loving yourself in the means of like, maybe they take you on trips, or maybe they spoil you in this way, that way. Like, you are the one that is going to be spoiled for once, instead of you spoiling the man, or you taking care of a bum. You know what I mean? Or it's going to be a situation where the person is like a complete and utter, like, putty in your hands type situation. This person never strays away from you, never looks away from you. All about you. All about you. So, really different dynamic. Very powerful dynamic. Very sensitive dynamic. Will things kind of be up in the air at times? Absolutely, because I feel like both you and this individual can sometimes be very, very sensual and sexual. And not much else. No judgment. I'm just saying. Sometimes it could be a real sexual, but everything else gets thrown out the fucking window. But this feels like one of those connections where you can sit there and talk to that person. You be sitting there, sipping on a little wine, sipping on a little whatever, and just talking and smoking a little bit, just talking. That's a powerful connection if y'all can sit down and actually talk. This is a patient person too. Might be another earth sign, could be a Virgo, maybe a Virgo man, or a possibly a Libra man. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay, so when you say that about the grades, because report cards come out. Coworker told me I needed therapy. I agree. I think that you do need someone to talk to. I do think that a therapist would help you. And I think a therapist would also help you find love, romantic love, genuine, intense love, a genuine partnership. So I do think so. A lot of traumatizing things have happened to you and are still happening to you. So I agree with that sentiment. I agree with that. Like, therapy makes it possible for you to love your most, what you view as your most unlovable aspects, so that you can find someone eventually to fall back on and be like, wow, like you really understand me, you really get me. Because if you really don't understand yourself, and especially when it comes to your own anger and where like those deep, deep, deep scars come from, you could look back on those situations a million times and never really realize how you feel. And a therapist can help you navigate that. Even if it's as just as simple as you talking to that person, like I said, and then you mimicking it back, or them mimicking it back, right? Because then at the end of the day, that's kind of where you get your power from. You're hearing your own words play back to you. You're realizing those problems in your brain, or your subconscious is already fixing them. It's like already tuning it up as you hear what's repeated back to you. So it's already making those changes and healing all of those scars and healing those situations. Sometimes it's just that simple. Okay? It's very, very healing and very powerful at times. And like I said, that's also how you find that romantic partner. And like I said, whoever this man is, I'm gonna say that it's probably a Libra or a Virgo. Somebody with a small bit of a temper, but definitely has patience and like the time to sit there. They smoke with you, they vibe with you, they fuck with you. It's good sexual situation, but also good brain chemistry, sapiosexual. Like someone very, very intelligent, very powerful. I like their vibe because they play a more submissive role, which I view as something that you do need. You do need some sort of like R&B type loving. And maybe that's not so submissive. It's more just tame and calm. So, custody battle going on. Reconciliations. Chances. I can look into it, Natasha. I can look into it really quick. I can post some cards on it. And also, Kimberly, yeah, I can give you a couple cards and then I'll get to Miss Sharita. I'll pull a couple cards for you though, Natasha. Hi, Luella. So you said R&B type love, slow, romantic, sensual, sexy, fun, goofy, and healing. I just paid for a reading. Thank you, Luella. I'll take a look at the donations in a moment. I saw him after months. I'd love to see him. Let's see. Custody battle going on. What are the chances of reconciliation? Okay, so your chances of reconciling. Mm. Mm. Eight of Cups in the reverse, Natasha. Refuse to walk away. You're incredibly stubborn on this. You take, oh man, like you've taken a really really hard road around this situation. I feel like it's very very destructive. The relationship initially was very destructive. I think it started out that way though. I don't think any of the red flags or the things that you needed to pay attention to were paid attention to. Essentially, I believe that this situation very much started out as like one of those very like firelit romances where it started out very fast, very passionate. Everything was this, everything was that. It was like bang, bang, bang type shit, and that fell apart. That fell apart. It really did. Judgment in the upright, Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so insecurity being a big part of the reason why the relationship has been so toxic, so consuming. I almost feel like this relationship is like a drug. It's like a drug. You lose sanity with around this individual. They make you feel like you're going crazy or gaslight you. There might be gaslighting involved here too. We have a child. So I could see this person being a all right parent. But like for some reason I also see like competition. So I don't know if it's like competition to move on or competition to come. Like I don't know why he's fighting so much. I don't know why he's fighting so much. I think he fights because commitment has never ever been his. That's not how he imagined his life would be. I guess. I don't know if it's like a matter of he didn't see commitment growing up and so he just doesn't believe in it, or he saw different types of relationships that he valued way more than monogamy or being with one woman. I just don't think that regardless of how long y'all been together, which they talk about like childhood or like both of y'all being immature and then growing together, like there were certain aspects that y'all did grow to, or like there's certain parts of yourself that you felt comfortable with sharing with this individual. But I don't think that that was healthy. I don't think that was ever healthy. I just don't. Like, I don't see it being. I saw, like, the stars in your eyes, like the fantasy that happened, right? Like, this, feeling like this is like the fantasy marriage or, like, fucking Aladdin on a carpet type shit. Like, it was okay. It was great, actually. It was beautiful. But then it was like Aladdin smacks down into the desert. You know what I mean? Queen of Swords is that's you. Very spiritual person, very intuitive person. You just can't ignore when things are not right. You can't ignore when a person's not right in the mind. You can't ignore that. You're just not somebody who can be gaslit. You're not somebody who can sit through that and take that and not fight back, essentially. Okay, so I picked up on I'm not mad at you. I got nothing but love for you. Tupac, Gemini. Man. Well, I'm going to say there is not currently any chance of reconciling with this individual. Okay? This person has a lot of work to do when it comes to responsibility. And I think it especially has to do with the financial responsibility. He has very low self esteem. He's a very insecure person. He doesn't acknowledge that himself. Okay? He doesn't acknowledge that that's the main issue as well when it comes to y'all's relationship. He doesn't understand that, like, his self esteem and his wishy washiness triggers emotions inside of you. He doesn't get why. He doesn't understand why. He doesn't understand commitment whatsoever at all. He doesn't even understand how he got into a commitment or how he got with you. Like, he don't even understand that aspect or that part. Like, he views it, I think, just as getting lucky, simply. What does he want? What does he want right now? He wants to leave it like it is. It is what it is. Let it in or let it go. He still thinks about you, but he wants to let it go. Like he wants to be single. He wants to let the situation go. It's like he can't. I think he has a really hard time with separating his sexual feelings from his emotional feelings. Because he feels like when y'all got together in a sexual means, it was powerful. Y'all had a very powerful spiritual connection as well, or that's what was felt at the time. But everything else was kind of fucked up. And I think you guys met each other in a very already pre-fucked way. But it felt good knowing that you weren't judged. Yeah, I don't see y'all getting back together like that. I don't see any. I don't see anything like that. I see him kind of wanting to fall back. Or eventually he will fall back. Single. He can't get over it. But neither of y'all can get over each other. But what needs to happen is y'all need to realize if a relationship is if you gaslighting somebody, if that's how you navigate the situation, is there a possibility in the future? I won't cross off a possibility because sometimes people do get better and sometimes people go to therapy. Sometimes people get the fucking help. But for right now, it's absolutely a no. It's not on the table like that. But yeah, you got to be careful what you're exhibiting in front of your child. It's his sister and his mother. Don't let that religion issue, but also do not let that be the excuse because he has a child with you. Because who you going to pick at the end of the day? Your sister and your mother, or your child? Don't let him make that excuse for you. That's gaslighting. That's gaslighting. Even if religion is perceived as the big issue between y'all, you have a child with him. His sister and his mother should not matter at that point. He can practice his religion with his family, his child, and you. He picked his family. Exactly. So that should tell you everything you need to know, baby. Everything you need to know. Everything. Okay? No responsibility. All right, Kimberly, I'll pull out a couple cards for you, and then Miss Sharita, you're next. Those of you who are waiting on the reading, what should I do? You wanted a couple cards. I gave you the couple cards. I gotta keep it moving. Gotta keep it moving. So, thank you, Luella. I love your name, by the way. Who else do we see? Kelly. All right, so Kelly and then Luella. After I finish up with Miss Sharita, I'm just letting y'all know because I try to do between 15 and 20 minutes for each full reading. So those of you who pay, you're going to get the full experience. And sometimes it's going to extend past even the 20 minutes. So I'm going to just let you know. If you don't have the time to like be sitting here or anything like that, you can always come back to this because I will still present the reading regardless of whether you're here or not. All right. Let's see. Cause we don't see anything. So, Kimberly. is the Knight of Wands. The recent situation. You're tired. You're exhausted. You're angry. You're stressed out. Feeling like you don't have any power. Feeling like people are evil, which that's true. People are evil. Feeling like anything could happen to you. A little bit paranoid. Let's see. Childish behavior led up to this point. 6 of Cups in the reverse. Childish behavior. Yeah, they talk about the getting out scot-free, or something to do with like this situation is not going to be something that's how do I explain that? It's like there's going to be karma involved with this situation between you and these people. Okay, regardless of who started this shit or set these, there's going to be karma in between y'all. Just letting you know, like whatever this situation is, though it was petty and childish, it is something that does require some correcting. So that's why they said something about that. You know, if that brings you peace, then that's good. If you're a little worried about that, I can look into it a little bit deeper. But to me, it looks like it's on their side mostly. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Man, you're stuck. You're stressed out. You're not knowing where to go next, what to do next. Let's see. What do they want you to do? Okay, so they said think of it as being free from a toxic work environment. You seem to have a lot of those types of experiences because of your particular job set. So that's what they're saying. Like all your experiences that you experience are because toxic people get put into these situations, into these jobs. Okay, they're like animals. That's what they talk about. They're like fucking animals. 7 of Wands in the upright. So maybe they talk about higher ups are gonna view this situation or try to talk about this situation. You said I got sexually approached by a woman and I denied her, and she brought a lot of drama to me, including people coming to my job. They said higher ups are gonna look into this situation, the Tower in the reverse. Yeah, you don't know yet, or they're gonna have to possibly let one of you or both of you go. That's what the situation looked like. I feel like everybody else is pretty confused at what's happening right now. They're like, how the fuck did this end up blowing up out of proportion like this? Like, aren't we all grown here? Aren't we grown? Yeah, they talk about this bitch being evil as fuck though, greedy and evil as shit. They said the bitch has the devil in her or something like that. Or what I imagined in my head was like when they say you gotta beat the devil out of her. Jesus Christ. But you're not submissive. You're not just gonna let something happen to you like that. You don't fight back. It is what it is. People get triggered by the fact that you mouth back, that you just as crazy as perceived type shit. It's like, okay, so you want to see crazy? I'm gonna show you crazy. It is what it is. It's going there. You want to see my anger go up? It's going there. You want to see me react? It's going there. The karma will be sent out. Okay, karma will be dealt with. The boss, I think, is going to throw everybody out the bids. If I'm very real, or the boss is going to let everyone go. If not, you might be able to get your job back. Okay, in that particular position. They might even call you to check in on you. But that's because if they're releasing everybody, they're going to need someone to take the place type shit. But you did the right thing by leaving, if you're wondering. You did the right thing. It's going to end up beneficial for you, though. In some type of way. Not that situation, but I just mean in the long run, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. Did this situation did trigger some possible trauma in you a little bit. So they talk about keeping yourself in check when it comes to your emotions. And by keeping yourself in check, I do not mean like muting yourself and like, you know, trying to ignore your emotions. I mean going through the full throes of your emotions and trying to take them as adults and growing as possible. Okay. They don't want to let me go. I'm leaving there, man. I'm walking away, but thank you. This has eased my mind and heart. I appreciate you. Of course. Of course. Now, none of these situations are perfect. You deal with something like that, or someone trying to assault you at work. It's the only person who can benefit from it, of course, is you. You didn't bring the drama. They brought the drama. And of course, they're going to offer your job back as a peace treaty, a peace offering, because this looks bad on them. But you benefit from walking away as well. So even if you don't stay and you decide to do whatever the fuck you want to do, I'm just saying, you benefit from leaving or staying. It don't fucking matter. Either way, you choose what you choose. Okay? Yeah. You stay one way, you get peace and quiet. You leave, you find something else that's more beneficial, where you can find positivity, love, and light. Yeah, they said good company, find good company, or people that actually care about people, care about you, care about your life. Miss Charita. All right. Which deck should we use? Maybe we should get a new one out. Let's get this one. Of course, Kimberly. Let's get loose. Let's do a little incense for Kimberly. This bitch strong. This incense is strong as fuck. Should take from my whole motherfucking breathing. Like, yo. I just. If it's a little too strong, I'll put it out. There we go. You was right. Okay, so what was I right about? What was I right about? Someone wants to show you something different style or something, or different activity, or a different way of doing something. I feel like that's the highlight. Different way of living life, or different way of healing, or a different way of like, they could be talking about romance even. Because they talking about it getting hot and getting a fever. Hopefully nobody's sick. But they talk about it being fiery and shit, or passionate, or something like that. Or maybe you start feeling passionate about a new activity, new job, new work. Crooks and castles. I got Tyler the Creator stuck in my head. Pisces, maybe you're dealing with. I think the song is like, "Day that I met you, girl, knew that it was something special." Fever. It could also mean people. Someone has the hots for you. Let's see. So it could be a Pisces. We exchange numbers. Okay. They also talk about a Sagittarius and a Capricorn. Shit, I just dropped that damn card. Where the fuck did it go? I don't know where it went. I'm gonna leave it where it's at. Okay, so he's a Sag. So come on now. We got the hots for you. Healing intentions. It's different from what you're used to. It's different because he's old. Okay, well, the reason why I would be different, and I think the main reason why you would be opposed is because this ain't a nigga who spoils people. This is not a nigga who spoils people. He wants equal rights. This nigga is not the type to be like, oh, we gonna go shopping, baby. Like, let me take you out. We gonna go down to the strip and I'm gonna take you shopping. This ain't that type of nigga. This the type of nigga, let's share the pay type shit. Let's go 50-50 on them shoes type. But boo, nobody says nothing good about Sag men. Sag men are actually incredibly sensitive, by the way. So when I look at it from the outside, right, a Virgo and a Sagittarius, can I imagine it going wrong? Yes. But can I also imagine a very passionate, loving romance if y'all are both in the same place? Especially financially. He said, let me take back my number. That's what I see. Someone who want to go 50-50 on them shoes, like I said. Go 50-50 on that perfume. And then, maybe once in a while get you a little gift. But definitely someone who's a little bit more on the stingy side. And I think they're stingy not because they're broke. Okay? I wouldn't say they're stingy because they're broke. I'd say he's at least supporting himself. Okay? I just don't think he has a lot of money. So that's why that nigga be stingy as a mud. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to date a richer man, or to have a supporter. You have a daughter, like it is what it is. You got a daughter. You gotta do what you gotta do. But they do talk about him having a hots for you. They do talk about a couple of people kind of looking at you a little strange, looking at them chops and whatnot. So that's what's going on in the love category. You got all these old and new and a lot of deadbeats though, a lot of booms. A lot of people that question whether they're enough for you because you instantly set the expectation, which actually I like, because then you not letting people slide by or slip past you. But that also leaves the room for, like, I guess, liars, right? That leaves the room for the liar aspect. I'm gonna put that motherfucking incense out. That shit flew right in my motherfucking eye. Come on now. Come on now, motherfucker. Put one of these away. You're also scared still, though, of the financial aspect. They do talk about Taurus as well. Taurus wants to dominate you. Taurus wants to dominate you in the bedroom. Not financially. Rich nigga. They said rich nigga. They said the Taurus has money. But the Taurus also has family trauma. The Taurus has something wrong with the family dynamic. Like, that is so intense that I don't know if you want to get involved with it. Just because, like, this, to me, it looked very depressing and very fucked up. I know you don't give a fuck really about a background, but like if it affects your relationship with them, like, come on now. To me, it looked a little bit like someone's being held back by their family when it comes to the Taurus aspect. It is somebody who has money, though. It is somebody who has money. Someone who knows how to eat the coochie. It's someone who believes that like they can never have enough money. They always go haywire over the finances. They spend a lot of time in that category. I'm gonna say this person is probably new. Say probably new. Oh, yeah. See, you gonna get all sassy with this motherfucker. Said, listen, well, I know you got family issues and this and this and that. I know all that, but like at the end of the day, do you have the money to put forward for a baby, for a child, buy diapers, and all that? He said, I'm a princess, bitch. I need my gifts and my goofs and my gap. No, really, you just need to support your child. And, like, you need him to pay for the fucking dinner. You know what I mean? You got a baby at home. Pay for the babysitter. Pay for the dinner at least, right? At least. That's what they say about the Taurus, though. They said be careful about befriending strangers. Be careful about befriending weird old strangers. Like, so they talk about old men. And someone is having like a sexual fantasies about you. Or someone's gonna gross you the fuck out. Some old person's gonna gross you the fuck out. Weirdo ass motherfucker. Weird ass bitch. Yeah. Weird. Yeah. Someone's married as well. They talk about a married man, old married man. So already in a relationship or already has someone they're committed to an old man. But it's giving like weird, like hungry eyes. Y'all know that song. Hungry eyes, hungry eyes. Dude, I can't with that shit. Now my nose is dripping from that fucking incense, y'all. I have to go get some tissues. Someone doesn't respect you. Okay. So, what is this about? Don't fuck with me or don't treat me like that or someone doesn't respect you. Okay. I'm gonna say, yeah, I know your boss leaves you alone and everything like that, and he kind of let you do what you need to do. But I also feel like there's something coming up here where they talk about disrespect. And I don't know if it's with your boss or it's with some type of authority figure. Because that's what they talk about. They talk about authority, where you feel slighted or spited by some type of authority figure. You feel judged, slighted, or spited. You feel like someone's pulling your leg or trying to make you feel bad for being a woman or something like that. That's coming up. It kind of shocks you a little bit. You're kind of like taken aback by it. Cause like, what the fuck? Like, did you really just fucking say that to me? And the fuck did I do to you? Like, that don't even make no sense. It could be something like a bad reaction to you shutting somebody down or telling somebody no. That could be it. You could tell somebody no and they could react pretty horribly to the situation. Or they just have a temper for no reason. You're like, what the fuck? I just said no. I just don't want to deal with shit like that. Like, it's not that bad, motherfucker. Like, chill out. Chill the fuck out. You got a lot of people that is thinking about you right now. Obsessing. I feel like even family is obsessing over you and how different you are or the differences that are happening right now in your life because you have shifted your focus from them to you. Take the messages. If something hasn't happened yet, then take the messages and be ready. Be ready. I said authority figure, so think in your head. Thinking in your brain. Who been acting strange and moving weird lately. Who the fuck is they? To me, it looked like family members are obsessing over your stability, or maybe saying some things are just not, they're just unfair. Maybe they're saying certain things about your current situation with living or current situation with support. It's just unfair. It's shady. Shady individuals. Let's see. Family wise, who is it? Like, you got it easy. I feel like someone's trying to say you got it easy. You got it easy, or it's easy for you to say type shit, where somebody's trying to say like your relationship with your family, you got it easy. Because like you just snap your fingers and you got everything you need or everything that you want. That's what someone's trying to say. Like you gain so much because of your family. That's what they saying. They talk about air sign. Then they talk about sickly. Is someone sick? Is someone sick? Or have the flu or something like that? Is someone sick as well? Or someone's going to be sick? Someone's going to be sick. My sister is the Aquarius. Okay. I feel like someone just does not respect you whatsoever. I feel like they on some weird demon time type shit. Like, I just feel like you can see like the darkness under their eyes when they look at you or when they talk to you. You could feel the darkness. Like they have that type of large energy. I don't know. It's something like they say evil eye. So that makes me think like somebody has like a very dark way of looking at you or staring at you. It's like very nasty. Very nasty. Like looking down on you. Okay, they said Libra. Who else? It's specific though. It's very specific. I feel like it's specifically towards you though. Oh, it probably is the baby daddy. It's specifically towards you. Want to make peace with the situation, but absolutely hates your guts. He's a habitual liar, they said. Absolutely hates your guts. Like, hates you. Like, legitimately hates you. Like, there is no cordial feelings at all. Like, this dude hates your guts. Tries to project his situation onto you, being like, well, you know, above the, I'll get you paid by this point, or I'll do this in this time, or I want to see my daughter. Da 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 da. It's all lies. It's all lies. Yeah, they said don't get attached. He's not like a new man or anything overnight. Like he's playing running the same game he has been. That's the same game he's been playing. Let's turn on my timer. Are you going with a list? I am doing the paid readings before I go back to doing free readings. Let me turn on my clock real quick. I'm going to do 10 minutes. There we go. Okay, so what else is coming up for you? What else is coming up for you? The Emperor in the reverse, Judgment in the upright. They keep bringing up that situation with someone talking mad shit or someone trying to say something real nasty to you. Someone making you feel some type of way. It's the man, dude. It's a masculine. Old masculine, death in the upright. changes your relationship with someone forever, or changes how you look at someone forever. Mm-mm. I don't know what the fuck the situation is. I mean, I'm trying to move past it, but they just won't. They keep talking about it. Is there anything else you would like to know or wanted to know? Because they just keep bringing this situation up. Let me fucking bay leaf that shit out of here. Where's my leaves that? God. What is everyone dealing with the evil baby daddies for? Jesus. I'm dealing with evil ass motherfuckers. Is there anything else you would like to know about? God damn. What can I expect soon? I mean, that's kind of what we was going through and looking through. I can keep trying to look. Try a different tarot deck. God damn. Weird dreams. To be fair, I do think everyone's been having strange dreams, but because we just passed the full moon, so you're gonna be on your highest level of like as far as intuition, as far as people making you uncomfortable, as far as everything. Everyone's gonna be all up under your skin, especially if you're regularly contacting them or being around them. The people closest to you might be affected even more by what's happening karmically, and as a repercussion, you are also dragged into that because it's just drama on drama on drama on drama. Because their life is changing for the better, essentially, but they're resisting change. So let me look at the dream and see if there are any. Priestess. Hurt. Okay. Well, I mean, so here's what you can expect. This is what I'm saying. He's the one sending you the evil eye. If you're, this is one of those situations where it's kind of, I'm gonna say it's a no-brainer. I don't mean to sound like a smartass, but it's kind of a no-brainer at how he's acting, even, or how he's even texting, or how he even is in general, and how he's being kind of in and out. It's kind of a no-brainer that it's him. Every time he talks to you, though, I feel like he has an emotional upset or his anger is at its peak. So even if you even talking through text, you can feel that shit. Man, he say you think I'm playing. There's tension all the time because you got him feeling like he's cornered or he's a hostage type shit. And of course he's gonna pop up in your dream because he hates your ass. He's pissed. He hates him. I mean, remember those feelings are mutual, right? So it's like you be saying that, you be like, I hate this motherfucker so bad. I'm gonna get him here. I'm gonna get him there. I'm gonna, make sure he gets in a jail cell. Da da da. You be saying all that shit. He feels the same sentiment though. He can't do nothing about it. That's how it is. You mirror each other, right? Because you're sending such strong emotions towards each other. It impacts each other's lives in some type of way. Well, now for you, it's a little bit more positive because you're able to still care for your daughter. You're still able to work on your life, work on building your life, and he's essentially working on, his life being shattered in a way. It's like two opposites meet in the middle, and that's where the hatred plays a huge part. It's both of y'all are hurting in very different ways. He's hurting. His wallet's hurting. You know what I mean? His wallet's hurting. The life he had before, he can't maintain it no more. It's done. With you, it's all new. It's all different. So he certainly can't be my ass, though. I can be his, right? But then you also have to put energy into separating yourself from those emotions and from him, right? Because he still has a hold on you. He still has a hold on you if you continue to maintain your anger about the situation. You know what I mean? Okay, so it seems like there's still some cleanup that you have to do, at least on a emotional scale. Because if you're having the dreams and all of that, if you're having the back to back dreams, or he's popping up through, it means that there's somewhere y'all are meeting in the middle. Okay, somewhere y'all are communicating and talking to each other, even if it's not in the world of like talking on the phone and shit. You still talking through emotions. Okay, and I know there's a strong sense of hatred, but now you can release this. This is the moment where you can start feeling free and let go of this motherfucker. Have him walk his way, you walk your way, and leave it where it's at. Okay? Right? Because you don't want that crazy ass energy coming up in there and ruining your fucking mood. Because it's not like he's weak or anything like that. Okay? At least emotionally and spiritually, you know. It's not like he's weak. Obviously, if he's making his way up in your dreams, you can do your little cleansings and all of that as well. Cleanse your bedroom. Okay? I think it's because you're still technically in contact with him. You still have lines of communication open. So, a little hard to disconnect from right this minute. But hopefully, you'll be able to pull yourself away and regroup and kind of think back on the situation and be actually happy and relieved. Okay? You say I don't care, but like I said, you try to do the cold shoulder and everything like that, but your feelings are betraying, or your subconscious is betraying you. Then, and you say you don't care, cause you still got some work to do. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. Barely. I got one more answer, and even the answer you're giving here, you're getting defensive, right? You're getting defensive. You're getting defensive because, like I said, you still got work to do. And I'm not the therapist, so that's what I'm saying. You still got work to do. It's not on my bill. You know what I mean? I can only tell you that you got work. All right. That's it. Yeah, everything looks good from here. It looks like you are going to improve in the financial area, even more so. I think just getting a better head on your shoulders, getting stressed out through work. Work also helps with your self worth, or this job. Actually holding something in the palm of your hand that is your own. I just don't feel it. I mean, I don't like him, but so Miss Sharita, right? Let me say something, right? When I'm saying that you got some work to do, and there's the timer. When I'm saying that you got some work to do, and this is where you start to piss me off, right? Virgos in general try to do this because that shit piss me off for real, for real, for real, right? You have a recent situation that is recently traumatizing to you and has recently stressed you out, and it's drawn out for a long period of time, right? It's going to affect you for longer than what you feel and what you deem is necessary. Now, by suppressing those emotions, you're going to still have paranoia, and anxiety over the situation. You just simply will, because you're traumatized. And that's what PTSD does to you. That's what dealing with a bad situation does to you. Now, whether that shows up within, you might be done with him. You say, I'm physically done with him. Like, I'm not gonna talk to him. I'm not gonna physically be around him. Like, you might be saying those things, but where the emotional part is gonna start picking up for you is when you start again thinking about all the things that he has done to you and how he's affected your romantic life, how you can't trust no man, how you can't look at men the same way or the right way. You can't look at anybody without thinking about him. So you're gonna have to do that work. Like when you're going out here and you're saying like, all right, I want the money, I want this, I want that. There's certain things that you want out of a man, but there's also certain things a man's gonna want out of you. So that's where you're gonna have to kind of put yourself in place and be like, okay, like damn, like I gotta regroup and I gotta work on some things, because you're putting out the energy of I'm an individual. You're not putting out the energy of I want to be in a relationship. So like I said, let me just set you down right there. Like you might think you're like, oh, I'm done, defensive. I'm done. I don't want to deal with him. I don't want to see his face again. No matter what, you have trauma over a situation. It's going to reappear again and again and again until you are capable of coming to terms with the situation internally. And it's not going to take you 100 relationships later. It's going to take you actually doing the work emotionally, working through it on your own. Since you are an individual right now, don't take that as oh yes, I'm going to open myself up to all possibilities when it comes to relationships, because at the end of the day, the end of the waterfall, you just dealt with a very traumatizing situation. Does luck happen? Yes, absolutely. Can you sometimes stumble on a motherfucking diamond in the rough? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, your primary, always, even if you find that diamond in the rough, should be working on yourself as an individual. There's nothing that you can't, you can't keep ignoring that, is essentially what I'm saying. Like I said, you can say you want a certain type of treatment out of a man, but a man's not going to give that to you if you act in a certain type of way. If you're still acting defensive over the past situation. If you're still dealing with that situation, even emotionally, you're going to project it on the next man you with. That's just how it's built. That's just how trauma is built. That's how PTSD is built. All right. And if it doesn't bother you within the first 3 or 6 months within the relationship, it will definitely bother you a year or two in, when you start getting real insecure about the man that you're with. Start getting real insecure about, oh, where is he going? What is he doing? Da 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 da. I'm just saying. All right, I'm done with your reading. You passed the 20 minutes. Let's see, who's next? You come to me for election, I give it to you. That's just the way it is. Who is next? Let me see. I believe it was it Luella or... Okay, so we have Luella and Kelly. Kelly, are you still here? Humble beginning, right? You gotta start somewhere. If you're not being realistic with yourself and you think it's all daisies and fucking whatever, like, it's just, life ain't like that. Relationships are definitely not like that. That takes a lot of motherfucking work. And you trying to get there. You are. Fix the relationship with you first. And if that takes you going after your surgery, you going after things to raise your confidence, then do that. Do that. so you can be yourself and respect yourself. And then when the man that you meet will hopefully also reflect those same things too. And then when you feel insecure about yourself, hopefully he can help you with those things instead of it being projected outwards. You know what I mean? Because Virgos, I know how you'll be. Now how all Earth signs be. I'm an Earth sign. I know it. I know it. I know when you start fucking fighting yourself, and then on accident you start fighting everybody else too. All right, Kelly. Kelly and then Luella. All right, Kelly. Let's see. You're new. Let me take a new deck for you. Which one I want me to use? Let's use Hoodoo. Kelly, what's your sign? Mm. I'm talking about water. I'm talking about water a lot. All right, here. What do they want to focus on, Kelly? Let's see. Can I stick? Oh, you breaking your back. Okay, so they say you breaking your back trying to receive. I think I'm gonna say it's financial freedom, but it could be more or less like there's a lot of things that you need to be free from, or you're trying to get away from. You're trying to, like, finally cut ties with. There's a lot of things, so it's not even just one thing. It can be many, several. And you're trying to help yourself because you know you're cancer. See that water energy come through so strong with you. Shit, man. Damn. Because all of a sudden I started like, even though I'm not the type to get like that emotion behind my eyes type shit. Like, I just felt that. I was like, the only people who be doing that is water sign. When they get frustrated, when they get mad and shit. Y'all fully got likes to start sobbing, right? When you mad, like, it's not even just sad. When you mad, everything, you frustrated, whatever. That's not a weak thing, by the way. I just want to clarify. That's not a weak thing. Tears are the body's reaction to a really, really tough situation. So it's not weak or nothing like that, or embarrassing. Cry it up. Cry it up. That's a part of your freedom. Or so maybe someone's trying to tell you how to manage your emotions, or someone's trying to tell you like that your emotions are too much, or has told you that you're too much in some type of aspect. Mm. They said it could be a Capricorn, Aries, Cancer, or a Libra. Someone's trying to tell you that you're too much. A very creative or vibrant individual. Hmm. Okay, so you're not going back. Okay, so I mean, I'm just channeling through the music here primarily. Um. Okay. So I don't think that I think you're very solid in your decision making right now. I think you're very solid in your decision making to cut whatever this is away or cut it out. Cut whoever this man is, this masculine is, away from your situation. And cut him off away from the physical relationship, away from the emotional relationship, to take time for yourself. I think that's really, really important. It's really important that you take your time back, because I feel like this was stolen or taken from you. It was. It was stolen and taken from you. Put them out of their misery. Okay, I feel like you in certain aspects were the miserable one, and you put a lot of the blame on yourself. Like you in a way, it's like you know that you have a certain amount of free will, but at the same time, someone took advantage of the fact that you were vulnerable, or that you were a certain type of person. That you're the type of person who will easily become manipulated. Um, yeah, could also be something like you and this person manipulated each other in certain aspects, or there was definitely toxic cycles on your side too. But I feel like a lot of it was like you feeling defeated, and as a response, it's like you try to fight your way out of it. You try to fight your way out of feeling some type of way, out of feeling depressed or feeling defeated or feeling troubled. You try to fight your way out of it. You know this individual was shady as fuck. You want to prove to somebody that you can make it without them. You're trying to prove to them, like, I can't make it up without you. Like, I don't need you in my life in order to become successful. I don't need you in my life to be anything or to have anything. Like, fuck all of you. And I feel like obviously there's several people that this kind of falls in line with. You're like, I don't fucking need any of you. Like, all you did was drive me the fuck crazy. All you did was drive me emotionally insane. And talk about I'm not your mama. It's like having a baby on your back. If you don't have any, if you have children, it's like having another child on your back. Like having this grown ass man, this grown ass person is acting like a baby. That or it's like that or it's like if you don't have kids, it's like you're a maternal energy anyways. So regardless, you end up trying to find people, and then sometimes those people need fixing or they need a therapist, right? And so you become the therapist, but not only the therapist, you also become the mother, the maternal, because Cancer is the representation of the zodiac when it comes to mom or mother, the comfort level. Taurus can be perceived that way as well. Um, but it looks like to me, people perceived you as like this soft, just vulnerable, like no one who, like you wouldn't get mad at anyone, forgiving, and it's like I don't even. It's like you're not even aware of the fact that you exude this type of energy, because a lot of what you try to do is pander around your emotions. Like self care is happening right now, but I feel like if we was talking like I don't know a year ago, or if we was talking like a couple months ago, I probably would sound crazy right about now when it came to self care. Karma, depression. Mm. Wrong place, right time. So they might be talking about moving, or there's a certain type. There's a certain season for you to move, or there's a certain season for you to leave this situation. There's a certain season. I talk about court order, or perhaps like signing a lease. So there's a certain month that you can leave this situation scot free, or get away from whatever location you're in. Yeah, they talk about leaving to go towards somewhere warmer. If not, if it's they're talking about extremisms when it comes to weather. So if it's not warm, then it's very cold. Okay, so two extremes. It's like going from the north to the south, or the east to the west. They keep talking about you driving around. Like, there's some old habit of you moving. Like, I don't know if it's like you every single time you felt uncomfortable place you was able to move, or maybe you thought about it where you were like, okay, I need to go on a trip, or I need to travel, I need to go here, I need to go there, I need to jump, I need to get on a plane and just fucking say fuck everybody. That might be something that you um should do during this time, because it's very healing for you to experience different peoples. Okay, it's very healing for you to experience like getting away from the state where like so many evil things have happened to you or around you, and especially friends. Like, it's so healthy to get away from some of these fucking nasty people, these friendships, these friends. That's what they say. They say they're not really your friends, and that you know, and that you know. It's like you lost so much at the same time, but you gained so much self freedom and confidence and control over your situation. Like, you should be hyped right now. Like, you should be hyping yourself up. You did a lot of work within a very small amount of time, and that sounds like that's definitely one of Cancer's best traits. The emotional processing out of Cancer, even though it might drive you crazy, you are able to process things quite fast, quite quickly compared to most people. Though it never really, the incident or the action never really leaves your mind. The emotions will kind of calm you down, where you're able to actually focus on what's ahead and stop trying to, like, stop mentally breaking down. Because eventually you just get almost tired of yourself. You're like, oh, God damn it, am I really waking up crying again this morning? Like, am I really fucking doing this again? Like, Jesus Christ. Kind of get sick of yourself. In a good way. I mean, in a good way. Yeah, it's just when the blame starts kind of falling on your back. That's kind of where things get a little scary. Because you start blaming yourself for things that were out of your control almost entirely and completely. Okay, they say feeling yourself. Feeling yourself. Okay. So what's coming up with this? What's coming up with you? Let me get my other deck. What's coming with you? Coming for you. Attachment. Okay. All right. So you a grown ass woman. Okay. So all right. I see what they was trying to do. They was trying to set you up, because here's what's happening, right? You're going through a spiritual awakening, Kelly. That's what I feel. Because they talk about the lowest of the low. How you was feeling before, how you was so consumed in a relationship or a situation that had taught you absolutely nothing but to hate on yourself and your process and your creativity and your emotional state, and hate on your physical. But then you somehow were able to get out of that situation, navigate away from it, and you became a whole other person, a whole different breed of individual. You limited your contact, and like the truth started to come out, and you started to learn like all these people are projecting their insecurities on me. All these people are teaching me nothing but abusive behaviors. All these people are attaching to me because they have nowhere else to go. They're like children. It's all toxic. It's all fucked up. It's all something you should not reconcile with. So if you're thinking about, maybe I should go back and have a conversation with this individual, or maybe I should go back and talk to these people, that people don't. Like, maybe there's going to be a day where don't even worry about that. In the future, where don't even worry about that shit. Let that shit go. Let that shit go. You figured out that someone was married or was already in a relationship or a connection. Let's see what comes up too. Come on now. And now you're mad. Okay. Now you're mad. Fuck being friends. Why does this feel like one of those like loyalty test things? I feel like you ever seen those videos on YouTube where it's like loyalty test and the guy is like he's in between the two people and he's like, okay, have your best friend call your boyfriend or have your best friend call your friend. It's like one of those loyalty test things. That's what I popped in my head. Loyalty test. I'm in reverse. What's coming up for you? Okay, again, free man. What's coming up for you? Again, the same motherfucker. I just shuffled and the same motherfucking cards just fell out. So there's significance there. Are you someone who does readings or tarot or something like that, Kelly? 3 of coins. Father of sins. Yeah, are you someone who does tarot? Or you do something spiritual, psychic, some type of healing in that? If not, you should get your own deck, girl. You should get your own deck. You're paranoid about the direction of your finances here. What's happening with your money? Because everything's all out of whack. Or at least everything's not organized in the way that you need it to be. You're a perfectionist at heart. Where's the Virgo in your chart? You say you're a perfectionist. Like if there's any opportunities coming up for work or finances, it looks like you're gonna be taking it. So there might be like a fork in the road where you might have to change location or change bosses or become like become a boss within your job. They're saying that whatever that is, you should take it, or you're going to regardless. But it does look like it's good to take it. It might be a lot more work, but you would have a lot more fun in this position. Yeah, a lot more time consuming and a lot more work, but you'd have more fun in this position, at least for the time being, because you're trying to get the fuck out of here. That's what I perceive this as. It's like you're trying your best to get your money up enough to where you can just leave, like blow this popsicle stand, like drop the fuck out and run. They talk about wealth here. My daughter bought me that. You should be using it, Kelly. You should be using it. Come on now. Come on now. Your daughter made the right call, for sure. For sure. That might also be another way you can make some money too, as well. But yeah, they said 100%, and then they give me the confirmation card, so that tells me you're supposed to be up in this bitch doing some tarot. That's what they said. You have fun with it. Okay, so now I get it. Now it's starting to all come around to me. All right. If you've been looking for a job that you can do by yourself, for yourself, kind of have ownership over. Like that's what they talking about there. You intuitive as fuck, so why not use it for the good of all man and for the good of you too, for financial security? Like absolutely. Like you're like, well, I'm not sure what the market is or whether I would sink or swim or float or what. Bitch, you would do amazing. What you mean? You would do amazing. Like, that's something that you can have fun with, though. That's what you're missing. Cancers are so fucking creative. You guys need people, though. And people need you. Like, you guys are creative as fuck. Like, any way that you can make a job your own, you should. You should. That's the only way. Yeah, they said don't stray off that spiritual path because you've always been interested in it for a fucking reason. It's in your DNA. Like whatever the religious background or like whether you're connected to like Vikings or some type of religion based background, religion or spirituality, strong roots in that. So wherever you came from. So I'm married of 28 March. I left my husband. I was laid off in June. Okay. But wherever you came from root wise is what really drives you forward in a spiritual means. Like your sensitivity is crazy and insane. That's I think initially why in the first place why I started to get that feeling behind my eyes So to get emotional, and I'm not that type of person. You tap in real easy. You're very, very easy to read, which is a good thing, by the way. It means you are open to this idea. You're not shut down or closed off from your intuition. You're very, very awake. I have ended every relationship, and that's why now you can start building the relationship with yourself, right? You can start building the confidence with yourself. You can start grounding yourself and start building a empire around you and your daughter, right? Because that's what it is. It's about, I mean, if I'm being honest with you, it's not just about healing all family trauma and generational curses and with whatever. It's about ending your misery and suffering within this lifetime. Fuck everybody else's lifetimes. They had their motherfucking time to shine. When grandpa, grandma, mom, and dad had their chance to fucking shine, and then projecting their shit into your current situation, like, that's unnecessary. Now it's about ending your misery, your life situation. I didn't mean to sound like that, but your situation. Like, you have to walk away. That's what you learn. You're starting a new journey, a new situation. It's fated. You are meant to do this. What I do realize about Cancer, by the way, is that Cancer goes through a lot of time periods where they are absolutely and utterly alone. The way that even in terms of like, even in terms of with your child, it's different, right? Because your child is an extension of you, and that's how Cancers view it. Because they're natural mothers, natural maternal, natural nurturers. That your child in your eyes is an extension of you, but you also need to be careful with that, because sometimes your child can get a little too close and get burned by the things that you bring into your life. You know, the things that are affecting you can start affecting your kid too, right? Because your kid is just as sensitive as you are. But what is cool though about Cancer is that you don't give a fuck about being alone. It's actually the most comfortable you can be. Now, would it be nice to have a partner at some point in time when you are at your empire's roof type shit, when you're building that shit and building on that shit and building on that shit? Yes, to have a partner in crime, absolutely, right? But now is that downtime. Now you can kill some time and live life. Move on. I'm happy for you. I genuinely am. Living with him waiting for a settlement so I can live for good. I'm happy for you, genuinely, and you are absolutely making the right call by leaving. Okay, you're absolutely making the right call. You deserve somebody who's going to work hard for your love and your emotions and your approval, for you to open up again. You deserve to be loved in a way that can support you and make you feel wanted and accepted and beautiful, you know. And that's not what this relationship showed you. Not at all. Not at all. Just a fucking opportunist. Someone who saw your positive energy. Someone who saw even through struggle, like even through all of the shit that you've been through, you still maintained a positive outlook on life. You still tried your hardest, your best to scrap up what you could. You limited your contact with all negativity. You tried to push yourself to the extent to be like they called it the head of the family. I guess it would be head of household. You try to push yourself for that, to overextend yourself, because you knew he wasn't going to do it. Let's be real. You knew he wasn't going to fucking do it. So you had to stand up, almost be like mother and father type energy. You had to do that for yourself too. So at that point, you were trying to say, Kelly, you were like, fuck, it's no big deal. I might as well do this shit too. But it did weigh you down. It did weigh you heavy. You know what I mean? It did make you feel really, really tired, really exhausted. Livid too, really mad. Because emotionally, it made you feel weak, because you're not that person, and you're not weak. But it made you feel like that. And you can never, ever forgive someone for putting you in that place, or that position, ever. But like I said, that time alone is gonna feel so good. Being able to expand on your life and see things that you didn't get to see before. Travel is gonna become possible. Travel is gonna become possible. It's gonna feel good as fuck. It's gonna feel good. Like I said, I'm gonna say you did not miss anything. Okay. You say it's taking you a lifetime to find yourself. You did not miss anything. This is a new beginning. We go through many, many, many death moments throughout our whole entire life. Our whole entire life is filled with endings. Okay? It just is. And new beginnings as well though. You know, we don't die just once. That's how I view it. We don't die just once. We die several different times. We are reborn several different times within this lifetime while we are still breathing, while we are still living. That is just how life is built. It is built in death and rebirth and death and rebirth and death and rebirth. That whole entire process going over and over and over. Okay? So not only are you facing like one of the most powerful things, which is redemption, and like I said, transformation, becoming a whole other different person and being, you're also getting that much needed like celebration where you can do things like love yourself, treat yourself, change yourself in a way that you want to, that nobody else can tell you to do, or nobody else can tell you to change. You can change by yourself on your own. I've been traveling with him across the country. That's amazing. Those are the shits. No, that's the shit. That's the shit. That's the shit. Keep traveling. Keep meeting new people. Keep seeing the world in a different way, in a different light. Keep seeing people in a different world, in a different light. He is a truck driver and I come and go as I please. Hell yeah, Kelly. Hell yeah. Get it, girl. This is your life and you take it back. Like I say, you didn't lose nothing, baby. You didn't lose nothing. I'm not sure he's good for me. What I think is good for you is wearing through your hair. So he equates right now to quite a bit of freedom, even though it's not something where you're sure about it. In the relationship aspect, I think what's okay for you to do is explore. Okay, I would not take this situation at face value and just jump into it, because I do think that this person has issues that were not with your previous partner, but definitely are with this. And this is a different individual, very different. Has a very much more dominating or domineering energy. Okay, so though things are okay now and things are kind of like questionable, I would keep going with being single. I would explore yourself more. I would explore your options more. You've earned that though. And if he helps you with the aspect of freedom and being able to travel, like I said, get that wind through your hair, meet new people, do that. Do that. By all means. If this is the person, you will find each other. You know what I mean? You will find each other in travel. It should never ever feel dead or dull with an individual that you know, you can trust. Because Cancer, you already have the intuition. You already have that aspect of, I can smell your bullshit from a mile away. So trust that feeling. When you say you're not sure, it's for a reason. Okay? It's not just because, oh, I don't know enough. It's because you're feeling something underneath your skin. And so you need to trust that feeling, trust that emotion. Okay? When you feel something's wrong or something's not right here, it's because you're right. You are correct. There is something not right here. And that's why you keep it at a distance for now, right? Because you're still learning. You're just getting back on your feet. I'm addicted to his D. Am I now? Is this our friendship? Come on now. Is this is just a friendship, right? Friends with benefits because they said FWB. It better be a friends with benefits situation. Don't you be jumping on a relationship right now. Not a good idea. You already know. Don't get tied down. You free now. You free now. Fly free. Fly flee. Fly free. Jesus. Jesus Christ. The energy between it, that's good. Like I said, this person has shown you a different side because they are a very different human being than the last situation. But what I will say is because they are different, you want to take it slow. You want to learn. Okay? Take your vacations, take your freedom. Don't jump, right? Don't jump. You know you feel unsure for a fucking reason. Okay? Have fun. That's all I'm saying. Have fun, Kelly. Have fun. Keep that energy going. You know? Whether it lasts forever or not, don't fucking matter. Enjoy the moment for right now. Good. Friends with benefits is the safe route. I would say that's a healthy and safe route. And y'all can travel wherever you want to go. You can fuck. You can have free conversations and not feel restricted by the aspect of a relationship. It's perfect. That's perfect. I have many boys. Okay. Okay, Kelly. She said, all the boys be running the yard type shit. She like, oh. She said, look, I don't know what you talking about. I got this nigga, that nigga, this nigga, that nigga. Like I said, that freedom is really important. Listen, you better start your tarot shit up. You know, they be talking about your intuition, so start your shit up. Start your fucking tarot shit. I've been attracting much younger people. It's because you're a mother. Yeah, a mother first. You like to take care of people. That's why you need to be careful out here because younger people will be attracted to your energy, but because you are exuding mother, not girlfriend, not romantic partner, not lover, but mother to them, right? So just keep that in mind. Maturity is going to be hard to find. It might be easy to have fun, but I'm just saying, it might be easy to have fun with these people that might show you a different aspect of life. You're meant to learn, but come on now, maturity level. What's for that? All right, Kelly. All right, let me take a piss and then I'll get on to Luella Luella's reading. All right, let me go take a piss real quick, and then Luella, you're in the hot seat. Let me put my screen on real quick. Motherfucker, I always do that shit. Damn it. Luella. Okay, I just started your reading anyway, so let me restart the timer real quick. I was just shuffling through the cards. Motherfucker, dude. That's crazy. Okay, what I was trying to say before I got rudely interrupted by my own damn self because I muted my shit. God damn it. You're an outspoken woman. Okay, that's the first thing. You're passionate. That's the second thing. You often get, I think, framed as the crazy person in a lot of situations, or the person who reacts like very loud, very proud. You're very large, even though you don't even though you're an introvert. Does that make sense? I can't hear you. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to refresh because you should be able to hear me now. It's just because I had it muted, so you should be able to hear me now. Can you hear me? I know she's behind too. Might have to refresh. I'm gonna keep going with the reading though, because I'm pretty sure you can hear me now, but of course it's not caught up with the chat. So being an introverted person, but also somebody who has to be, you have to keep good relationships with people. I don't know if it's something that you do for work, because they did mention either bar hopping or bartending or something of that nature, where it's like no matter what, there's always a lot of people around you. It doesn't matter the environment or where you're at. You're always gonna have a lot of people trying to be all up in your case, all up in your business, and it's like you just not like that. You're not built for that. You know, you can play a good extrovert, but you really not even like that. They say you get easily dazed or easily like, I guess, drained from social interaction. You do. You get easily drained. They talk about your level of anger and sometimes jealousy with your partners. You're very protective, okay? And you can also be pretty pretty wild. I wouldn't say crazy necessarily, but pretty wild. I would say you have a normal reaction towards somebody neglecting your emotions. If that's what you came here for, you came here for confirmation that you're not crazy. You are not crazy. Okay? You're allowed to be angry, you're allowed to be mad, you're allowed to be jealous. You're allowed to have these emotions. Even that's healthy even in a relationship standpoint, because it means you really do care about what your man or what your person is trying to tell you. Like you really do care that they compliment you and that they make you feel good about yourself. You care about that, right? So there's nothing wrong with being a little bit jealous. Nothing wrong with it. They said play with my pussy, don't play with my emotions type. There's nothing wrong with the way that you handle your anger. You know, because I see a lot of it just being verbal. I see a lot of verbal, like what you're saying is true, is facts. Some people try to tell you to calm down and shit. Why would you have to be calm? You know what I mean? This is your life that people play with. This is your emotions. Now, disrespecting people is kind of where we get out of hand. Okay, when you start literally disrespecting or taking low blows on people, and maybe that's how you feel they're doing you. But at the end of the day, how you want to communicate with a partner or a lover, it needs to be translated through. Yes, you can be emotional, but respectfully, right? But respectfully. So, like, you're gonna be mad, you're gonna be angry, but you shouldn't be cruel, right? Let's talk about gorilla grip. Jesus. Great. Definitely more in the dominant lane of things. I think a lot of people realize this about you, though. Like I said, you are technically an introvert from what I see. You hide a lot of your emotions way under. You're not someone who's a typical projector. You like to avoid your emotions a lot of the time through conversation and act like you're not serious and act sarcastic and shit, even though at the end of the day you're a pretty sensitive person underneath your bravado you put up. But they talk about ambassador for you. And I don't know if that's something that you do for work, where you sell something, or you're an ambassador or something, like you're the CEO of something. But they specifically talk about you being the face of something for work. Ten of coins in the reverse. Maybe it's something that hasn't happened yet, or something you haven't been able to fully invest in yet. Okay, so they talk about ambassadorship, or like just being the CEO or a manager of something of that nature. He said, "Well, I get a good job soon." Mm. Well, we did just start talking about later. So let's look. Let's try to see what's up. Ten of knives in the upright, and nine of coins in the upright. Okay, so you're looking. Um, you're looking. You're trying to find what you need. Essentially, it would be manager position is kind of fucked up. Like whatever position you're looking for is kind of fucked up, because it drains a lot of your time, but you're willing to take that time in order to invest into yourself or invest into your own business. So I would say be very, very, very careful with spending your time too much in one place, though. If you do trying to do something entrepreneurially, or start up your own business, or even if it's a matter like trying to move, or like do something, you're trying to do something meaningful with your money. They said just be careful with how much time that something will take up. Nine of sticks in the reverse. Very protective of yourself right now. They talk about lesson learned when it comes to job. You might have to. Your your job might involve having to travel a little bit more for a little bit more money. So I don't know if it's like it's just further away from your home, or further away from your current residence, or it's a matter of like the job will literally be about traveling. Like you'll have to travel from point A to point B in this job. Okay, like you actually have to travel. I want you to do life coaching, but have such fear. I did see your anxiety. Like I said, you are an introvert at heart. A lot of people don't realize that about you. They don't even think about that when they see you. They don't even think introvert whatsoever. If you did life coaching, let's see how you would do. Five of coins. Okay, so you do need a second stream of income. But like I said, you would need to leave if you're trying to do life coaching. You're gonna need to leave a slot of time open for yourself. So once you do get that job, you're gonna actually need time off, for like a couple days off, 1 or 2 days off, um, just so that you can work on this thing. Because life coaching, you have the look, so they at least talk about the physical aspect of the physical look, the anxiety, because they said the big queen in reverse. So the anxiety aspect, or maybe the quieter aspect of you, might be uncomfortable with having to, or wanting to speak with people. John Horse. But the only way you can work up to that point, Luella, the only way you can work up to that point is by trying, right? It's by just trying something different, trying something new. Hey, some sticks in the upright. You have to try, okay? At some point, you're gonna have to try. I feel like you're gonna find the perfect job to where you have enough time to yourself where you can create something like this. By the way, so otherwise they wouldn't be mentioning it. They talk about the freedom of creativity. Yeah, the freedom of creativity. Eight of coins. Making plans. Eight of sticks. Okay, so 888. Okay, so taking dominance, a dominant state, or like a dominant like force rolls over you. I feel like this is like a stepping into your own power, stepping into your what are they talking about? Like for some reason, what popped into my mind was like stepping into your big girl panties and shit. Like I don't even fucking know, man. They went towards a whole other area I wasn't even thinking about. They talking about dominant sex, or getting with someone who's more dominant or more in control of their life. I'm retired, so I get a pension. I just need more. Okay, so you're trying to do something more or less part time then, or something. I do see you finding something, by the way. So if that's the worries, you're not gonna find something. You will find something. Um, like I said, it's just the time issue. with being that life coach. All right. Talk about dominant sex or the dominant force, or how you becoming a little bit more domineering in certain aspects, or you're starting to speak up a little bit more, starting to get a little more snippy with people. uh, reverse, 4 coins in reverse. Okay, self control. Okay, so restrain. You listen. I don't know what your sign is, right? But they say you got a little water in there too. It's some type of like, I don't know if it's Pisces or there's some, it could be Capricorn as well. But it's like a darker aspect. It's definitely darker. Like people can view you sometimes as a demon or a devil. They catch you. People can view you as a demon. I'm telling you, like you could be one evil motherfucker, and it don't even have to be intentional. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it to slight you or spite you. But Gemini, okay, that works. What's your top three though? So it's Gemini, your ascendant, and then your moon. Because you got some evil up in you, girl. Ain't nobody want to play with you like that. Because you might, like I said, initially you might be an introvert, but once you get to knowing somebody, oh my God. You will eradicate a motherfucker. Like, you will take a bitch right the fuck off this planet. Mm-mm-mm-mm. He said only the ex monster. Well, I believe you on that, babe. I don't. I'm not saying it as a bad thing. I'm more or less saying like you're not gonna let someone walk on your ass. Like you just won't. You just won't. Not to that extent. You know what I mean? You might have stuck around for the long run or the long ride just because you viewed yourself as damaged goods. But like at the end of the day, once you realize, once you snapped out of it, you're like, bitch, but I'm not that motherfucking broken. You know what I mean? I'm not that motherfucking like I'm not so broken where I could force myself through this shit. Deal with this nigga. This fucking stupid ass motherfucker. Like you're like, I'm just not that petty. Like I'm not built for that type. But you a whole man in a relationship. I feel like you wear pants in a relationship. All right, all right, all right. Damn, they didn't say you left the situation. They say you wear pants. When somebody else can't pick up the fucking pace, then you gon' do it. You know what I mean? It's like you want me to end this, I'll end it once and for all type shit. They won't find the body. They won't find the body. I'm just saying. Were you wondering about any new love? Did you want me to look into new love? Dude, she's got some evil up in her, dude. Jesus. So I feel like it's probably like Pisces Venus or something like that, or Scorpio Venus. Maybe Scorpio Mars, because listen, I know that feeling when I say evil, because I know evil. Okay, get the pigs out. She said. She said, "Get the pigs out." All right, let's see about new love. All right, you got options. They say you already know you got options. You just don't want to be fucked with again. Let's see about new love. She said, "Don't say that." Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right. Ace of Sticks. Okay, who the fuck is that? Oh, okay, so we do have a lot of men or a lot of people you be dealing with think of you as a they're like you're an enigma, right? Because you can be so forward, so in touch with your emotions and in touch with your warm side, in touch with your feminine. You can be really, really, really like sexy and loving. And there's nothing wrong with tapping into both energies, by the way. It's just that this is how people perceive you is by someone who's two faced, right? And of course, Gemini, As a sun sign, people are like, oh, this motherfucker, this motherfucker's gonna be crazy as shit. And sometimes that's true, but other times it's just you are a person of that wears many hats and many motherfucking faces, but they're all you. So it's not like you lying to people when you approach them for a relationship or when they approach you. It's not like you lying. You show them your real self, or you try your best to. And as you get to learning these people, like they also start opening up, and you start not liking certain things about them because they start opening up to you. An anomaly, because you are, baby, but you're an anomaly that someone else needs to solve. You know what I mean? It's like you yourself are independent enough and strong enough to where if you wanted to, you could go your whole life motherfucking single. But at the same time, you need someone to stimulate that brain and stimulate that pussy. You know what I mean? Like you need someone to do that for you. And so, it's not something like, oh, you're a person who's obsessed with the relationships and obsessed with romance. No, I think you're obsessed with the idea of love, of like true, genuine, actual love, like a true support, a real man, like a real relationship. I think that's what you're obsessed with. So, like a soulmate or a partner, because you don't even like people like that. Like, girl, you don't even like people like that. You're like, well, yeah, I got friends and all that, I whatever, like, but you don't even like people like that. If there was one motherfucker that you could just settle your ass with, you would. Though right now you might be like, oh fuck it, I fucking hate everybody. It is what it is. Like, at the end of the day, you know you are someone who's worthy of love. So don't start talking yourself down from the ledge now. She said, well, I don't know, trying to get with this person or trying to deal with that situation, trying to do something new. I'm just saying, don't start doing it. You are. And what I see here is somebody who is absolutely capable of loving somebody in a healthy way. So if you're wondering, like, why did so many toxic things happen? Da, 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 I have to be a part of the problem. You are, yes. Were you a part of the problem when you tried to stick with a situation that wasn't suiting you? Yes. But at the end of the day, if you got with someone healthy, a different side of you will come out, because that is just how Geminis are built. Now, is there things to heal from? Absolutely, there is things to heal from the past situation. But you also have so much more to give that this person never ever touched, never ever got to inside of you. You know what I mean? This past individual or the ex, they didn't even open up half of what you had to offer. You know what I mean? It was new for you to deal with this type of situation, which I could see that you did perceive him as different, but then you figured out, like, oh, he's different, but like different in a bad motherfucking way. Different. He's different, and he's benign. He's what is it, catty? Like they talk about him being catty, or it's like fighting with yourself at times. Cause goddamn. Fuck. Fuck no. So, I'm going to tell you a little bit. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see about your new relationship. What you can approve here with your new relationships. Okay, so you might be dealing with someone who's younger than you. Father of coins in the upright and daughter of baskets in the upright. You might be dealing with someone who's younger than you, who has. To me, it feels like they probably have some sort of like business or something. Like, I'm gonna say they have a business, but it's like an upstart. You know what I mean? They just started the shit, or it's like they haven't even profited off it yet. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like it's something that hasn't even begun to build yet. So there's someone who's younger than you, maybe, or that, or more immature. Seven of sticks. They make a lot of promises. They make a lot of promises. And, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, so I'm gonna keep reading. They make a lot of promises. Could be a Sagittarius, fire sign. Make a lot of empty promises. Okay, because they know you have options. Okay, And they also will know that you're not the only one, or they're not the only one you're talking to. They will know that. So if you try to lie and be like, no, I'm not talking to anybody else, I'm a pretty boring woman. We both know that's not true. First of all, don't you be lying out this bitch. Oh, okay. So you're looking for someone to celebrate with, to have a good time with, to cozy up to. You're not even the type of person who like wants to really leave the house like that, like that. You just want like somebody you can do cute stuff with and move free. Really, just move free. They said do your journaling or do your writing. I don't know if there's something that you do: poetry, writing, journaling, music, whatever the fuck it is. You do some type of writing or something like that. It's some type of creative endeavor. Like you need to keep doing that. You might, you might get seen by someone for doing what you do creatively. You might get seen. So I don't know what you. It might be a hobby or something like that. That becomes like a real actual business, or might be that somebody is interested in the fact that you have this particular hobby that they also do for work. So maybe y'all have that in common. Maybe you meet them through that. Journaling. Okay, get your little booty up in the journal type shit. Like you need to start journaling again. Start journaling again. That's really important. It's really important, especially to your love life here. Because sometimes if you read back on your own writing, you're like, oh, here's the red flags. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't even hear yourself when you are looking directly at a walking, talking red flag, and then you read it back, you're like, oh, like that's the shit. Yeah, that's the shit. That's who that is. That's who that nigga's the Grinch up in this bitch. I think a lot of people view you as the Grinch. To be, can I be honest? They said you blessed though. See, you might be dealing with someone from another country. Either it's another country or you're dealing with someone from another state, another background. Let's see. They also called you a vampire queen. I don't know what the fuck that means. I draw that card every once in a while. It makes me think of, like I said, a woman who kind of wears the pants. Or the woman who wants to build the structure of the relationship. And then the man can just follow suit. Jesus. Yo, ADHD is crazy. So the next sign that I see you dealing with is more than likely going to be a fire sign. Could possibly be someone with heavy fire in their chart. I do think it is someone who's seen by like is seen often by people. So I'm gonna say someone who is in the limelight or in the spotlight in some type of way. I would say maybe this is like a gym rat. Could be someone who goes to the gym a lot or a gym rat. They talk about a juggalo. Someone who gets seen a lot. To me, is somebody who is a little bit more on the insecure side. What they do for work is also like a highlight of that. So that's why I believe maybe possibly they do something in the physical realm or they do something in the gym, like physical trainer or something like that. It's definitely someone though that you could walk like a dog, at least in sexual terms. And no, you will not be alone forever. I know that's something that you keep kind of thinking about. I'm a gym rat. Okay, so it's some nigga you gonna meet up in the gym. Oh god. All right. Well. Listen. Hopefully you go to good one because sounds like the ass. Man, I mean, he could come back in resurgence, but we're looking at new things here. And if this is a matter of like you're surrounded by the same types of people again and again and again and again, then I think what you need is possibly just a break from the dating world. Um, but what I see is a different person. If I'm totally being honest with you, I see a less of a feminine, more of a masculine, but still to me it reaches a level of like almost like emotional detachment. So tell me if that sounds like the ex, because this person is not Are they a fighter? No. Are they emotionally out there? No. They seem more tame than anything, which is kind of scary. It's scary because I feel like this person's insecurities are deep, but they never talk about them. So you could be dealing with a water sign mixed with fire. A water sign mixed with fire. So somebody who mutes themselves out. That's what I pick up on. Maybe like a Pisces with Leo placements, or Aries with Pisces placements. It's someone who mutes themselves out. So like with their insecurities and all of that, like you really cannot get this person angry or mad. This person's typically walks away. They'll just walk. They'll walk away. They'll leave. Like they won't even talk to you. Like it don't even matter. They won't even talk or say nothing. They'll walk away. Have a real hard time with walking away though, because that's your problem. You have abandonment issues, baby, and one of your biggest trigger is someone walking away. Even when you're having an argument, even when you're getting uppity, like I said, like that's why I tried to talk about you, you know, having a little bit of an attitude and how you have every single right to be angry, but you also need to be respectful, right? And so that's why I also think that your abandonment issues kind of shine through, because sometimes when you get a little disrespectful, you see someone walk out or walk away from you, and that triggers those abandonment issues. It's hard for you to cope with those abandonment issues because why are people so unwilling to talk about things? Like, why do they run away as soon as they're faced with it? And it's because they're afraid of you. And they're not afraid of you because you're a scary person. They're afraid of you because you challenge them, and you're the first challenge they may have run across, or the first person who has actually tried to challenge them. Okay, so it's not you, baby. It's not you in that quarter. Not can you be a little bit more respectful with people? Yes, absolutely. That's one thing I think you're willing to admit to. Like you're willing to admit to the fact that okay, I haven't been the most cordial, kind of sweet individual when it comes to arguments and shit. But at the same time, I think you do have the capability of doing that with the right partner, like the calm partner, someone who's kind of like smooth. And that's why I said I feel like this next individual is probably going to be in the realm of Pisces. You said, "Am I powerful?" Absolutely. I mean, you are a slap in the face. You are a slap in the face. Instantly, as soon as I started reading your energy, I knew what type of person you was. I knew what type of person you was for sure. The twins, for sure. Very, very strong, powerful personality. It's like what do they say? What's that saying with something something girl boss or whatever on TikTok? Some stupid shit like that. But like I said, you got that girl boss energy. What else they got? Let me see if they have an ending message, because I'll probably hop off. Let me make sure nobody sent me nothing here. That's what I've been told. Yeah, I hardly feel that way, because your self esteem and your confidence are something that you're going to have to work on for yourself, by yourself. A lot of that has to do with the abandonment stuff, and you're growing up. It has to do with how you were raised. You were raised not to appreciate yourself. You were raised without care or compassion. You were basically in a state of like, I need people to see me all the time. I need people to see me. Like I need people to see me, but they never saw you. So as a result, now you suffer from the consequences, which is low self-esteem. But you gotta realize that to other people, you prioritize yourself. You're an individual. You're incredibly sensitive, but at the end of the day, like you'll stand up for yourself. You're not gonna just break down or allow someone to break you down. You know what I mean? That's one thing that you did learn. You did learn how to protect yourself. And sometimes those walls coming down though is like hell. That is like hell. Because if you're dealing with somebody who has no patience for you, mm, that won't work. You want to ask about your daughter? Is that who you're asking about? Is that what you're asking about, babe? Let's see. Let's see if her business is okay. I pick up on working really hard or working day and night. Working very, very hard. That's what she doing. She working very, very fucking hard. Okay, has she seen anything? Okay, so let's see here. Okay, I want to say that she has. Oh, she's got a very. I mean, her personality or her demeanor is. I feel like your daughter's almost like who you wanted to be growing up. She's got a very, very tough personality. Very tough. Like she's just a tough egg to crack. She has a lot of those qualities that you, like I said, you wish you had growing up. Cause she's real. Like she's got that energy on her. She's real. Oh, that's cute. All right. So I'm gonna say that her business is slow growth. Okay, it's slow growth, and I think it's almost meant to be that way because they're talking about the time it's gonna take for her to actually like get to a point where she's emotion. Not only is she like financially stable enough, but emotionally stable enough. You know what I mean? Like grounded enough to handle a larger output. Okay, so they're talking about it being slow moving, but it is moving. It's moving. So if you're worried about like things falling down or some things break, I don't see that. I see it. She's gonna be able to get body. She's gonna be able to push herself because that's a lot of it too. It's like you guys both struggle kind of with pushing yourself because you get afraid. You are more like risque, is what I would say. You do a lot of risk taking, and she's strong about it. She's like, I don't want to do that. Like, but I don't want to do that. Like, but I have a feeling that's gonna wipe out my whole business, or that's gonna fuck up this and this and this and that. She always thinks she's calculating all the time. She's always thinking about like, no, if I do this, then it's gonna affect that. If I do this, she thinks too much almost, like she overthinks it, and that's why things need to go a little bit slower for her, so that she can start calculating and understand that there's a certain amount of risk that comes with your business. So I say things look good though. I say things look good. They do. They look really good. She's gonna be able to go on a little vacation or something like that, correlating work to work. So maybe it's like she gets her payout from work and she gets to go on a little trip or a little vacation, or maybe both of y'all do. Maybe she needs a vacation in order to get her mindset right, or to kind of like come back emotionally, because she is struggling a little bit. It's hard for her to admit it, but she is. But she need a little bit of a regroup. So it's possible that y'all go on a little chill, little bit of traveling, or maybe you take her out, or y'all go out to eat or something like that. Maybe y'all haven't done something in a while that you used to do on a regular basis, and I feel like that's something that's needed. Like y'all need to go out and sit down and just enjoy it. She is working so motherfucking hard. There's a threat of licensing word coming after. I don't see that bothering her at all, by the way. Because we got the bank here and we got dying. Yeah, we got that you're going to die. I don't see none of that. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. I didn't see nothing negative. She's protected. Okay. All right. I am going to hop off so that I can grab a shower. Take these fucking contacts out. Such a relief. We had a really good slew of readings today. The energy was right there. I love when it's just straightforward. When we keep on rolling. Like I said, think about a vacation for your daughter. She's been told she's protected likely by her dad who passed. She is protected. She really is. She really is. Cause I just got chills when this card flipped over, by the way. I was just reorganizing the card and the card that flipped out was Dad. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it was Dad. That's the card that flipped out. And then the other card that fell out was this too. Protect yourself. And then Sacred. So that telling me you're right. That tells me you are right. Alright. You said that brought me to tears. That had me feeling a little something behind my eyes too. Angel, look. That's crazy. Angel says hello. The angel waves hello. That's crazy. Use your intuition. That's crazy. Yeah, I should just flip the fuck. Listen, as soon as I say I will be back, the stream just fucked up. What is happening right now? We just had that whole entire situation with the cards flipping over automatically. And then the fucking stream just tried to shut itself down. I wasn't even done saying my goodbyes yet. I was trying to say something. All right, y'all. So I have an Etsy where I do sell candles if you want to check those out. I always get on for the live readings. And if y'all do like my style of reading, I'm going to post more singular signs. I think I have Aries in the run. And then I think I have Aquarius in the run as well. So those guys are next. Can I do a reading with you? A personal? A personal? If you want a personal, if you could go over to my Instagram or email me. So my Instagram is aculturex. And my email is aculturex. So it's the same. And it should be listed in the description. So if you hit me up over there, then I could private message you and then show you the chart that I have. All right. I appreciate everyone who showed up. Thank you for liking the video. I appreciate it. Hey Tay, thank you for coming in. By the way. And I'm a hop off. Damn, they really trying to kick my ass off. Bye, y'all.